Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Now, here at Kim Wilson TV as a collective, we have talked about and shared our personal experiences about, the cluster Bs, the narcissist, the borderline personality disordered individuals, psychopaths, and sociopaths. We've talked about how that's affected our life. We've talked about their bitter envy. We've talked about their genuine hatred for mankind, their inability to make a human connection, and their absolute bottomless pit of debauchery that they are absolutely willing to fling themselves down to continue harming and injuring people. Now, many times we've explored how they will cannibalize another human soul, an empath, a way shower, an earth angel, someone they absolutely have identified as being superior to them. We've talked about how they get that crazy narc smirk on their face, that look of satisfaction when their vampiristic tendencies, are being exercised and they're inflicting harm. We've talked about these things many times. And we're going to kind of talk about it today. But we're going to let one of them show us exactly how far down the gutter they're willing to go to inflict harm, feed their dead, empty souls, and then somehow in a crazy gaslighting attempt, lying, manipulation, smear campaign, attempt to justify their absolutely deplorable behavior. Now, Trevor is in middle age, and I can probably identify at least 24 victims that man horrendously abused. But this parasite, 24 victims is an afternoon for this parasite. I have actually, thus far, identified over 100 people whose lives have been so gravely damaged, so gravely impacted by this predator, this soul vampire, this absolutely deranged and disordered, mentally ill maniac from hell. The outpouring of people has actually almost incapacitated me over the last few days. The grief and long-term suffering that this evil witch, who is a self-proclaimed reptilian, the harm that this evil thing has inflicted on people, and so many of them, and she just goes and goes and goes. So who is this evil hag? Yes, that's the gnarled up face of evil. Now, this absolute piece of rat shit makes Trevor look like Captain Easter Bunny. I wouldn't dignify that fucked up thing by even saying its name, but I have included 2 newspaper clippings from the CBC in the next 2 tiles. I could have made this a 5-hour documentary with the horrendous things I have found out and discovered about this woman, from the countless comments people have sent me, from the oh my God, phone calls all day long. People crying unconsolably because of the abuse they have experienced in the hands of this parasite. Since this evil thing started her smear campaign against me a couple weeks ago, I have been in personal contact with over 100 people who have been victimized by this woman. She has stalked them. She has humiliated them. She has shown up at their work. She has called their bosses. She has called their union reps. She has called their landlords. She has called their family. She has called their children, their parents. This is a woman who has sent thousands and thousands of hate-spewing emails to anyone that dismisses her. This woman is so completely toxic and parasitic and so mentally ill. She has injected herself into people's lives to the point that she has affected their relationships, affected their finances, affected their careers with this absolute grandiose sense of entitlement. Like she can just bombard and headbutt the fucking world. Why? Because she is a nothing. She is a nobody. She is an absolute piece of shit that is so hungry and starved for attention that she doesn't care who she hurts to get it. Now, of course, recently she did a horrendous video about me, but it included a story about a woman named Wanda. Now, this woman is so deplorable, so disgusting, so immoral, so degraded as a human being. I mean, she's not impassable as a human being anymore. So she cannot catch a live victim anymore. She absolutely has lost the capacity to catch a live victim. So she goes online. Now, this woman has always wanted public fame. She has always had this just insidious sense of self-entitlement and grandiosity. So she goes online and she stumbles across a woman named Wanda at Periscope who does videos there. Now one day, Wanda, a beautiful woman, musters the strength, finds the personal power within herself to discuss a horrendous event in her life, and Wanda very honestly, openly shares the story of being raped. Now, she's already stalking Wanda. This evil fucking thing has been stalking Wanda for who knows how long. But what she sees when she sees this rape video is she sees a surge in popularity at Wanda's channel. Now, this makes her bitterly envious, bitterly jealous, absolutely seething up with hatred for Wanda because of Wanda's honesty, her openness, her candor, and the fact that now she's becoming more popular. And people are starting to respond to Wanda. They're telling Wanda things like, my God, you know, what a great example you've set for rape victims. That was very brave of you to tell your story. Well, she doesn't see this as brave. Oh, fuck no. She absolutely gloms onto Wanda in a insidious rage of hatred, unlike any other.
This person, she's a pathological liar. There are few like her on the globe that could lie like she does. It's fascinating. She's a psychopath. Her father, she said, raped her, although she's a liar and she exaggerates everything and uses it for attention. She literally uses it for attention, very similar to you. She's never had therapy for any of these things that she says she's been through. And it was true. It was obvious that she's had, you know, she has a mental illness. She's obviously something happened to her. She's nuts. She's genuinely mentally ill and nuts and mean and evil and cruel. She has no empathy for anyone else. She just pretends it, much like you do, Kim, so that she can gain attention. And it's all about gaining attention. So anytime anyone does something to her, she makes a video about it and talks about how she's the victim. Or what she does is she says, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. You know, much like what you're doing. It's just all to gain attention. She's super crazy. So are you. I mean, you're both obsessed. Like, you are obsessed. You're obsessed. You're obsessed with people. Wait till you get to, I mean, I think Wanda's made probably in total between Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube, she's probably made 3,000 videos. And she's just talking to herself. She just talks to herself. She said her dad raped her as a child. Wanda's her dad. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She absolutely is a rapist. You know, rape isn't about sex. It's about having domination over somebody else and just diminishing them, like treating them like an absolute, an object that the person can just use however they want and then discard. That's exactly what you want to do with your words. I mean,
This bloated, beer-soaked, serial abuser desperately needs attention so badly that she is willing to make fun of a rape victim, to make fun of abuse victims and survivors in a desperate attempt to get the attention that she needs, though she's accusing other people of needing it. Holy fucking batshit crazy bunny boiler from hell. Now, this horrendously abusive rant against a victim of rape who gained popularity from it caused her such tremendous narcissistic injury that she was willing to publicly lash out at this woman. Now, I freeze-framed that rant about her, just dismissing this poor woman, and I have froze-framed it so you can see the narc smirk all over this demon-possessed, ugly woman's face. Absolutely slanderously dismisses this woman for making this video about being raped, all the while narc smirk from hell. Now, I, too, like Wanda, was stalked by this woman. I guess I'm the blonde version of Wanda, the great nemesis in her life, a woman who is just going about her business, doing what she does in life. Well, no, she won't have this. So you may ask yourself, how does she end up making a video addressed to me, but lumping Wanda and I together? Well, she says that me contacting Wanda was the absolute ultimate in evil, like somehow a woman contacting another woman is evil. But what happened was she went on a massive 700 tweet smear campaign against me. She was smear campaigning Wanda at the same time, hashtagging both of our names. Well, of course, Wanda and I started coming up in the same threads because we'd both been hashtagged by this evil bitch. We didn't find each other. She threw us together. She introduced us to each other through her absolute death fight to the end in her desperate need to injure women that she absolutely perceives to be better than her and is absolutely so bitterly envious that she just blinded herself to the reality of her own actions, as they always do.
The fact that you contacted Wanda it's absolutely evil. It is absolutely evil that you did that. The fact that you contacted Wanda it's absolutely evil. It is absolutely evil that you did that. Caused my feelings great distress and hurt. There was no other way. You wanted to diminish me in all the categories you possibly could. You stabbed me in the eyes, you stabbed me in the vagina, you stabbed me in the brain, you stabbed me in the heart. Like we went everywhere. And
this woman has dedicated her life to hurting people with a pile of victims. My God, I've already identified 100 people I didn't look for that contacted me. So we know she has no heart. And she's dumber than a fence post, so she has no brain either. So I guess that just left the eyeballs in the vag. I don't know. So this serial abuser somehow, through her abuse, launches Wanda and I together, which resulted in me stabbing her in her what? Now, Wanda and I aren't her only victims. Please, I'm going to attach a link to the petition, see what other people have to say about her, and certainly I'm going to include some newspaper clippings. Now, this woman is so consumed by her own envy and her obsession about me that, of course, in true narc form, she says I'm the one obsessed.
She's super crazy. So are you. I mean, you're both obsessed. Like, you are obsessed. You're obsessed. You're obsessed with people.
I hope she takes a second to explain exactly how obsessed I am. Oh, wait a minute. She does.
Kim is obsessive. She's obsessed. That's why she's making 113 videos and obsessing 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 about Trevor. Okay? I'm asking you. Kim is obsessive. She's obsessed. That's why she's making 113 videos and obsessing 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 about Trevor.
Not only is she a narcissistic, psychopathic serial abuser, but she's certainly not afraid to humiliate herself in public. Oh my. One thing you can almost always count on with a psychopath like this is they will often talk in the third person or say we. So she has now reached out to Trevor, who wouldn't in 1,000 years associate himself with that thing. One thing Trevor does know after 5 years of being with me is that thing is fucked.
Kim, this is directly to you. I've contacted Trevor. I'm going to ask his help in being involved with my lawyer, we're going to serve you. We're going to try to get your website, your YouTube channel taken down, because it should be taken down. You are not an expert. In fact, you're using it to obsess about your ex. On YouTube with talking about Trevor, don't use his name, don't use his any identifiable factors at all. And
Now, this nasty old washed up hag of a narcissist has absolutely determined in her delusional mind that she somehow has power and authority in my life, that she will somehow determine whether or not I discuss my own personal experiences on YouTube. Well, don't worry, she's got another plan for me.
Your days are over doing this, Kim. You are a very talented person. You could be making videos about, how to do plumbing. You're so talented. You should be doing how-to videos for women who want to do things. I would love to learn that. Now, Kim, those are videos I would watch. But for you to make 113, 15, 20 videos obsessing, it's literally you being obsessed.
Hey, crazy lady. You are washed up. You are done. I don't know if you noticed the tile at the beginning of this video, but that tile says narc abuse stops here, and I'll be happy to prove that to you because it does. You're done. You are absolutely deplorable and disgusting. Please, do yourself a favor and leave me the fuck alone. This video is dedicated to some of her victims. I mean, there's so many. I could do 50 victims and dedicate it to them, but this video is dedicated to Tanel, Wanda, Barry, Rick, Dale, Scotty, Gordy, her siblings, all of them, Len, both of her parents, Karen, Tracy, Jim, Guy, Gloria, Lorraine, Brooke, Jay, and the poor artist from Spain who you tormented for years, who you'd never even met. Just bitter jealousy from afar. I mean, from Canada to Spain. That's how fucked up you are, you poor pathetic thing. Hey, piss off, you pest. Now, though she would really enjoy watching my how-to plumbing videos, maybe I should do some electrical videos and maybe we can rewire her brain. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. Peace be with you guys. I hope you're having a narc-free day.